Romulo loves the Middle East, its culture, its people, its flavors and aroma. He will have to sift through his collections of spices to recreate the flavors of Dubai. Stay tuned and find out. You're watching the cooking series. Let's join Romulo at his small kitchen. Warm greetings, welcome back to our kitchen at his small apartment, in our little kitchen. And it is Sunday afternoon and I'd like to treat myself and my cameraman here to an Emirati recipe. The world famous Emirati Biryani. I got the recipe from a friend who brought me to this well-renowned restaurant in Dubai. Someone from my town, to Vic Abihiro. He brought me there with my manang Esperanza Caras as well. We were three, and he brought me to this restaurant where they claim that even the Prince of the Emirate goes there because they have the authentic biryani, and that's what we would like to duplicate tonight. The first time I attempted this, or to shoot this, I gave up because of the listing of the ingredients, but I prepared this well today. Wish me luck, because it's very involved, but don't worry, I'll be providing the list of ingredients in the description box below. I'll be presenting now the ingredients for this recipe. Since this is chicken biryani, by the way, you can also make this as lamb biryani. Well, we need around more than a kilo of chicken pieces. Which pieces is your choice, as long as it has sufficient fat content. We also need yogurt. It's suggested you use the 20% or 10% to 20% fat. And the spices for our sauce. This is difficult, so I'll be providing a full listing, or the full listing in the description box, so don't worry. We need 3/4 of a teaspoon of black pepper. We need here ground coriander. Here we also need cinnamon. Next row, ground cardamom. Next row, this is turmeric. No, that's not turmeric, that is cumin. I stand corrected. This is now the turmeric. And of the same quantity, I have pre-soaked here saffron. And the spice, and the stir fry. Let's look at this stir fry now. I miss my garlic. Don't worry, this happens. Bad sign, my cameraman, bad sign. We forgot an ingredient. We need garlic and onion. And very special, the dried lime. What else do we need? This is a rice over meat recipe, so we need special type of rice. This is the basmati rice. Yeah. Do not get intimidated by the listing of the ingredients, because they are easy to acquire, especially when you are in the US or in Europe. And if you are in the access or within the driving or walking distance to the mega malls, SM, Robinsons, etc. in the Philippines, they have all this in the spice section. They even have them in our CSI, in our Western Pangasinan, in Alaminos. So the experience in the Emirati in Dubai, you can duplicate at home. Let's do this. First, we will be boiling this and dried lime. So to get all the goodness of this lime, it's good to puncture them a bit. Be careful, Romulo. Just a small puncture. Yeah. Dried lime. Who could have thought that that dried lime can be used for cooking? It has been boiling earlier. I just had to stop it for the presentation, and we'll boil the kitchen pieces. Let's just boil this, not too long, around, just say 5 minutes to soften the meat. More than 5 minutes, I'd say. Let's start with our spices. Spices or ingredients. We need at least 3 of onions, or did I say onion? We need 3 at least of this garlic. And you might be surprised, why 3 onions? Yeah, the Middle Eastern and Indian dishes are really spicy, and they are generous with onions. I tasted it for the first time in Korea, and back in 1988 I was sent there by my company in the Philippines for training, and I was with Indians, and we were tired of kimchi and fried chicken. Kimchi and fried chicken every day because it's the only flavor that we knew. Kimchi and sardines, that's how I survived. And we explored the Kit A1 area. Kit A1 is the area frequented by the US military personnel. And there are international restaurants. So we went to this Indian restaurant. And that's where I tasted biryani for the first time. I fell in love. Since then, every time I go to an Indian restaurant, it's biryani. And all the variations of biryani, Emirati or Lebanese, I love the flavor. That's why every time I have the opportunity, because this can be, it's not tedious, this can be difficult to follow. It's not the dish that's difficult to follow, it's just collecting the ingredients. I make it at home. I even save portions to be brought to the office and make my colleagues envy, especially the Dutch. Because my colleagues, you might not believe, I have a boss who lives only here on yogurt every day for lunch. Believe me. And food notes also, many, if not many, I think it's the majority. It's deeply rooted in the Dutch culture. They eat only butter ham or cheese sandwich for lunch. Yeah, that's true. Are you surprised? Let's set this aside for now, here, and continue with the other, with the spices. This is drier. Nah. We will be mixing this full cream yogurt, 1 cup. This is 1 cup, so yeah, that's 1 cup approximately. Yeah, 1 cup. And we are mixing all the ingredients now. Let's get to colder roll. The black pepper present, the cumin present, the turmeric present, sir, the ground coriander present, sir, and the ground cardamom present, sir, and the cinnamon or canela present, sir. Now, I'll be using just half the portion of the what's this again? The saffron. The rest, I'll be using the water to top the rice for decoration, and just mix this together this way. If you can only smell the aroma. That's the future. YouTube in 4D. Heavenly. really, really. Ooh, life can be beautiful. Aroma. It's been boiling here for more than 2 minutes now. I'd like to add now the chicken cubes, but I'm saving my chicken cubes for the future. Instead of the chicken cubes, I'm using the chicken powder because it's been open for a while. I want to exhaust this first. Yeah, this equivalent to 2 cubes. Maybe more. Just to enhance the taste. I think our chicken pieces are cooked or well prepped. So I'm stopping the fire, putting off the fire, and ladle off the pieces. Ladle off. Okay. Just put it aside for now. Now at this point, we are more interested here because we are now cooking our rice. Yeah, that 8 liter was perfect for 2½ cup. Okay, change my mind. Let's boil it. We do the stir fry now. The recipe calls for liquefied butter, or the Indians or the English-speaking word calls that ghee. I don't have it, so I'll be using instead oil and butter. I repeat, usually they use ghee. I don't have that, so I use butter, normal or regular butter, and oil combined. Let's start the stir fry now. You can even combine all the rest. Notice that our onions have been well caramelized. At this point, I'm adding now the chicken pieces. Minus this. Getting warm, really. I think I'll be treating myself to a cocktail, a cold drink, which my cameraman would also enjoy. So let's leave this for a bit for now, and let's make gin tonic. What happened there? I just broke my knife. Sorry, I did not only break your ears, but I broke the knife. That's my punishment. Receive, will receive, and will deserve. We need tonic water. I'll check my stir fry. Gin, just a bit. Where's the drawer? For you? Refreshing. Notice that the chicken pieces have begun to turn a really light brown. We'll add the spices now. Oh yeah. You know how it smells? It smells like the how would I describe it? If you're from the tropics, if you make coconut oil, the smell of the coconut milk beginning to produce or to render oil, that's the smell. Also notice that while our chicken pieces is cooking, I'm also cooking our rice. The story is that once this is about to cook, we will pour this on top of our biryani. We have the option to do it here because this has a lid, or here. I think I'll do it here. Heavenly. We're back. Notice that I've transferred the chicken pieces from the pan to the casserole. It's a big casserole, and the rice here is almost cooked. It's almost cooked. Now at this point, we can now transfer the rice on top, or cover the chicken pieces with rice. That's the best way to put it. And continue the cooking here. Yeah. And simmer here. Push it down to get the flavors or the goodness of the chicken. Push it down. Push it down, but don't stir. We'll put the rest of the saffron water on top. Oh, very little. I'll add more. This is very meager. I'll add more as well. It didn't even color my... I'll add more. It's very thin. I'll add more. This should be cooked now. And let's turn off the fire. Look, our biryani is now ready. It doesn't look as dark as the usual biryani, but this is our version. And this is usually served with or topped with fried nuts or coriander leaves. We have coriander leaves. Let's garnish it a bit. Yeah. Yeah. And then, yeah. Our biryani, Emirati, duplicated in Holland, here on Channel 1. Thank you very much for joining your kuya here in today's episode of cooking series. I'd like to have you again next time, and if you enjoy watching, don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, and you stay well.